Attend the world's best business workshop led by America's #1 business coach for free by subscribing on iTunes and leaving us an objective review. Claim your tickets by emailing us proof that you did it and your contact information to info@thrivetimeshow.com.
All right, Thrive Nation, welcome back to the most incredible, most humble, most actionable, most non-BS business podcast on the planet. If you've ever wanted to grow a successful company, you've found us. You found the right place. And I'll tell you this, because every single show that we do is in response to a question that somebody like yourself has asked us. And one of the questions that we've been asked a lot on the ground level, as an actual, in the trenches, as a business coach working with business owners, as an entrepreneur who actually owns companies myself, as a workshop facilitator, a lot of people will come from all over the world to our workshop. And Marshall, you hear people all the time saying, I'm trying to find my niche, and kind of, I guess I'm trying to find out how I'm going to stand out. You know, in my town, there's 10 fitness companies. How am I going to stand out? I mean, my town, there's 10 phone repair companies. How am I going to stand out? There's 10 haircut places. How am I going to be different? How am I going to stand out? And Marshall, that's what we're talking about today, is finding your niche and creating a business that stands out in the marketplace.
Well, we're going to teach everybody on how to find that niche. But first, I want to talk about the pitfalls of why people are even having that question in the first place.
Ooh,
and I would say the reason why a lot of businesses struggle with this particular thing that we're getting into today is they are trying to be remarkable in too many different areas of their business, and therefore they are not remarkable in any of them. And so I would say that you need to find and consolidate all of your efforts into one or two particular parts of your business in order to one-up the competition.
Bruh, but with so much of my day devoted to surfing, bruh, it's like hard to like come up with the time to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you surf, and then Chip, you get like the munchies, you know, and then it's like you're like, oh.
Then you're tired because surfing.
Well, yeah, and then you just
wears you out.
Yeah, no, but seriously, you got to find time for it.
Right.
Yeah, you got to block off time, and you got to think about it. You got to think about it on a regular basis.
So here we go. This is how we do it. These are the steps. Okay. Step number 1: you got to mystery shop your competition. All right, you got to do that, and Chip, I want to put that on the show notes. You got to go out there and mystery shop your competition. You just have to. You have to make a spreadsheet that lists each one of your competitors. But I don't have any competition. My only competition's myself because I'm so good at business. No, you need to make a list of your competition, and you need to make a list, like a spreadsheet. So on the far left column, list the names of your competition, and let's get at least 5, Marshall. Can we do at least 5?
Yeah.
Then on row B, I guess it'd be row what?
Column B.
Column B,
yeah. Column
C, column D. Put the benefits on column B. Okay, the benefits. Like, what do they do that's really good? They don't do anything good, which is why I'm in this business. Whatever. Just make a list of it. The second is their offer. Okay, this is column C. Make a list of their offer. Like, hey, what are they offering that's awesome? What's the hot sauce? I mean, hot sauce, there's no hot sauce. They're terrible. Okay, but you have to make, what's the offer? Okay? Now we make on the next column, put their branding. Rate their branding. Who has the best branding and why? Who has the best branding and why? Who and why? Who?
I have a funny mystery shopping story.
Who?
A hot and fresh mystery
what
shopping.
What is your mystery? What is your mystery shopping story?
So there was a recent trade show here in town, and I'm not going to say the particular name of the company, but they went around and mystery shopped all of their competitors, going around from.
Was this one of your clients?
Yeah, one of my clients.
Oh, nice.
Were they in their work uniforms?
They were not. They actually went to the bathrooms, changed out of their work uniforms.
Who could they be now?
And so
Who could they be now?
And so they went around to all of their different competitors, asking them questions. And the husband's asking the questions like, what would you say that you guys do best? How much do you guys charge for this service? What is your no-brainer offer?
Did he get busted?
And his wife is like, oh, no, he's getting too specific, too deep. So eventually the competitors, they go, what?
Who are
may
you?
I ask you, what do you do? And he just flat out told him, honestly, I operate a company exactly in your niche and your business. And the guy was like, he just totally called him out on it.
Well,
but that's exactly what you have to do. I was so proud of them because until you go around and mystery shop, you don't get the real and raw information for what it is that makes them unique.
I got a good story too.
Yeah.
A recent one. I got a client. Well, it's not a one-up. It's just
It's
an
a
addition.
one-up.
It's an
It's a
addition
one-up.
to. It's an addition to. I can't. Well, you're too tall to one-up. I can't do that.
Okay.
I got a guy, and he has some friends that he's known for 20 years, and they're all kind of competition. They're on the board. They're a chiropractor. I'll say. I'm not gonna say where or who, but his buddies all have locations kind of near him.
Wait a minute.
So he's been mystery shopping his buddies.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I want to tee up this real quick.
Tee this up.
What you just said, I would like to wage war on.
Oh, do it.
You just said he has buddies who are competition.
Well, they're not in the same location.
Let me try again.
Okay.
This is like saying, I've got a good buddy. He fights for the Israeli army, and his good buddy fights for the Palestinian army, and they hang out on the weekends. This is like the Red Sox.
No. It would be
your
more.
good
No,
buddy
I
plays
want
for
to wage
the Red
war.
Sox.
I want to wage war.
And his best friend
this
is
is
pitching
getting
for the
heated.
Yankees, and they got together to talk about strategy. It's just like
I'm going to referee this.
It's
Here we go.
like an Army Ranger got together with a Navy SEAL because they're in the same industry, but they don't serve the same customers at all.
Okay.
At this point, now let's say we open up a new location, then yes. So, anyways, it was a funny juxtaposition that he's mystery shopping his
I
buddies.
dislike that story.
Okay, I'm sorry.
wow, that level of candor is just
No,
wow.
I just am saying, like, no, I mean this. I have a lot of clients I've worked with over the years who try to be buddies
Yeah.
with with an employee who's left them and started their own thing, or they're trying to be buddies with a competitor, and it always ends bad. It always ends bad.
Well, in my face.
Friends of your enemies are your enemies.
Look into his eyes.
Wow.
Nation.
Okay, so now we mystery shop our competition. Then the next step is you want to create a purple cow that will one up your competition. A purple cow that will one up your competition. Seth Godin, the best-selling author of the book Purple Cow, and the man who sold his marketing business to Yoyodyne to Yahoo for $30 million, he says this. He says, in a crowded marketplace, fitting in is failing. In a busy marketplace, not standing out is the same as being invisible. He goes on to say, boring is always the most risky strategy. Smart business people realize this, and they work to minimize the risk from the process. Marshall, boring is always the most risky strategy. I don't get it. How, Marshall, I think boring is safe. I'm a chiropractor. I've been practicing chiropractor care for years, and I've decided I'll always keep my business boring because boring is safe. Why is that possible that boring is more risky?
We are a humble business.
And by the way, before I ask the question, I really have to throw off. Screw off, Marshall.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So a lot of businesses, they'll say, I'll talk with them. What is your purple cow? What is your unique selling proposition? What is it that you do differently? And they'll say, well, we are the most professional. We are the most professional business. I'm like, okay.
We're
Or
the
they'll
most
say,
professional you've ever seen.
or they'll say, I have the best customer service, or my communication with the customers is better than all my competition.
Well, if you look at it across the systems, I have a lot of people love to say they have systems and they don't actually have any systems. Like, I like to say I've got great systems and great people and professionalism, all of which don't mean anything.
And here's the deal. At the end of the day, all of those things are pretty boring. Oh, that was the truth, Cannon. That hurts. But
Marshall,
check
I
this out.
like to say this. First off, you're boring.
Well, at the end of the day, what you have to do is, if you're going to be remarkable in any of those things, you have to be remarkable to the point. You have to have Zappos level of customer service. If you are going to win on communication, if you're going to win on customer service, you have to go to the lengths that Zappos, I would say, is best practice for customer service.
I realize we've never had a client ever fight back about the concept of needing to be different.
Right.
And to stand out. We've never had a client. There's nobody listening to this show. We've never experienced a client or a workshop attendee or a listener who's ever pushed back about the concept of differentiating themselves.
That's right.
But people who aren't our clients, some foolish people might say, I don't need to differentiate my business, because my business isn't differentiated. It doesn't need to be. It's just professional. It's all word of mouth.
The fact that I have a business and I don't have competitors, I don't need to differentiate because the sheer nature of my business is that we offer something that nobody else has.
So speaking of being remarkable, Seth Godin goes on to write, you're either remarkable or invisible. Make a choice. Oh, what?
That's Marshall, a little harsh.
Break that down. He says, you're either remarkable or invisible. Make a choice.
If you are not remarkable, people are not going to be talking about you. And if
your mother's not remarkable.
Okay.
Well, your mother. Just want to throw. I want to start. That's the best way. If I disagree with something, you start by attacking another man's mother. Then he's distracted, unable to put together any other logical reasoning, and then you make another personal attack. I've been watching Donald Trump political commentary, and I've noticed when you went to win a debate, you first attack the other person,
and then you double down with another.
And then it actually went through. And then once the other person begins to no longer be able to reason and communicate, then you throw in some logic. So now continue now that I've insulted your mother.
Well, so if you don't have people talking about you, then your business is invisible. And you've talked about
like
this
we all talk about your mother.
Trebek.
and this is a huge thing. You bring up
like your mother.
You bring up.
You set him up, he knocks him down.
You talked about Donald Trump, and you've done the statistics. You've mentioned this on previous shows, but the reason why Donald Trump has people listening and he's in the limelight so much is because he's making these outlandish remarks, and then people are paying attention to it. Your brain is actually more active when he's speaking.
Let's put it on the show notes. There's a link to a special that was done called Your Brain on Trump. This is what I love this one because the organization that did this, they actually took the time to actually get researchers together, and it's called This is Your Brain on Trump. It's on CNN Money, which is left of center, and CNN Money, although it is left of center, CNN, they prove that inconclusively when Donald Trump talks, people listen because he just stands out. You can't handle. He just speaks in headlines, and that is unfortunately or fortunately the key to good marketing. Now the key is, can you find the Vesica Piscis? Can you find the intersection? The Vesica Piscis is the intersection of two circles. Two circles. You intersect in the two circles. That's what the Vesica Piscis is right there. But the Vesica Piscis, that's where you find your morals, your values intersecting with an idea that makes you stand out. So, Marshall, let's talk about Tom's Shoes. That's an ample example that I think we all could ethically agree with.
Yeah, so Tom's Shoes, their purple cow is that for every shoe that you purchase from them, they're actually giving one away because that is their give back program. And they know that when you understand and you learn about their give back program, you're going to want to do more business with them because it feels good to actually purchase from them. So that is their purple cow.
Your mother reminds me of a purple cow. No, I'm being serious. There are people out there that we have met before who, when you tell them they need to differentiate their real estate company or their photography business or whatever brand it is, they always default to, I just want to be the most professional. But you have to differentiate yourself in some way, and personally attacking a business coach or somebody who is correct isn't going to help you. It's just not going to help you. So I would encourage you to think about what's going to make your company different. When we come back, we're going to open up the Boom Book, and we're going to fire off, Marshall, a list of common purple cows, businesses that have differentiated themselves successfully in the marketplace. Stay tuned. It's the Thrive Time Show on your radio.